be ourselves. It's the strategy. Once you arrive, the higher you climb on the level. Rely on yourself, rely on your strengths, and do the things that make you comfortable. And we have these things as a team, and this is what we try to do on the best level. There's no other approach for a match like this. Hopefully we don't overthink it. Hopefully we don't want to overdo it. As the challenge is to be ourselves and to be the best version of ourselves for 94 minutes tomorrow in Madrid.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a big fight over 2 games. Obviously, they're very experienced in this competition, and we're going to need to go out and have a lot of confidence. I think that's going to be very important. You know, we belong to be here. We've really accomplished a lot to get to this point, and it's just going to be about going out and believing in this team's ability and going out and getting a couple good results.
Update, please, and how much of a boost will the manner of the win of the weekend be going into this match? Because obviously we know when, because it seems like your team is very good at playing tournament football, if that makes any sense, because obviously you don't make goals, and we know these games will be tight, and so you can take. It seems like you can take a lot of confidence into this match now.
Yes, so the update on the injuries is very short, because it's only Mateo Kovacic whom we are missing. Everybody else is available, and everybody else will be in the squad with us for tomorrow. And yeah, we liked the way we deserved this win, and it was like you say, a crucial match again. We had now several matches on highest level, because of course we play in the most demanding league in Europe, so we have it almost every 3 days. But in these competitions there are crucial matches, which is very clear, and we delivered and we performed, and we showed our skills and mentality in all these matches, and we played in Tottenham, Liverpool, and you know it like I know it, and Atletico and Porto and so on. And again now against West Ham is the best way to arrive in a Champions League match with a crucial win in your back. It's another experience for us that we have in our luggage, and it's another good one, and it makes the bond very, very strong and very close, because tomorrow we need clearly a top level team performance when we fight with Real Madrid for the finals.
John Cross.
Hi, Thomas. I was just going to ask you a bit more about that. You're so experienced in the Champions League yourself personally. What do you see about this group of players and the squad that you have? Obviously, you've got some young players amongst them as well.
Yeah.
That you believe that they've got that big game mentality for even the biggest game against Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's the experiences that we have together. We don't have to talk them into being confident, and we don't have to convince them as a coach. We try to, but it's so much easier if you have the experience actually together. And this is what I feel every match. I feel that we are able to play on a very high level. We are, if it's not possible to play our nicest match, we are always able to not let the opponents play their best match, which is also a definition of performance, to not let the others perform. So we have a strong bond. I feel a strong bond within the squad. I feel us very, very involved physically in the games, ready to work together, to suffer together, and when it's needed to respond to the questions. If it's necessary to fight, if it's necessary to run, if it's the moment to show your skills and escape pressure with passing or be dominant. We have in every match moments where we can do this. Yeah, and the level is so high, but it's if you arrive in semi-final in Champions League. But like I said, we should not expect crazy things from us, but the same again on the highest level. And the good thing is we have the experience together. We had tough matches, tight matches. very important matches in Premier League and FA Cup. So we feel that it's a good moment to play this match, and we want to play hungry, we want to play adventurous, and maybe a bit of a lack of experience in semi-final to compensate with hunger and enthusiasm.
Diego Plaza. Diego?
Buenos días, señor Tuchel. Diego Plaza, del Chiringuito.
Good afternoon. After Seferin's threats to Real Madrid, people in Spain are talking about how that could influence the refereeing in the game tomorrow. How do you see the whole controversy regarding this game?
I trust 100% in the refereeing and in UEFA and in the competition, and I trust 100% that every referee UEFA sends and UEFA on this level, we need the best refereeing because it's very, very difficult, and I trust 100% in that the referee will try to whistle the best match possible. Cannot imagine that there is any advantage or disadvantage because of a sports political discussion, and I don't want to even think about it because it does not exist in my mind.
Damesh, Sky Sports News.
Hi there, Thomas. Zinedine Zidane has twice said this week that it would be absurd if Real Madrid had been thrown out of the Champions League. Now, if Chelsea, City and Madrid had been expelled, I just want to know what your take would have been. Could you have had any complaints?
There's a lot of if in your questions. Yeah, I mean, we deserve to be in the semi-final, like Real Madrid deserve to be in the semi-final, and we don't deserve because of political decisions or because of influence or because of size or nice shirts or because of our logo. We deserve because we came a long way, and obviously I was part since the knockout. I had the luck to be part since the knockout phase. And all teams have come a long way, and they fought their way through on sportive results, and they fought their way through in the toughest competition in Europe. So of course we deserve to play a semi-final. And if they exist, if problems exist on a sports political level, and it has to be solved on this level and not not during a competition which is not affected, because right now we deserve. Through the competition to be there, and that's why we are full of confidence and looking forward to play these matches on the highest level. This is what we all dream about when we are kids.
James Savundra.
Thomas, the results have been so impressive since you've been in charge so far, but do you think your side will need to go to a new level to beat Real Madrid over these two legs?
Maybe the next level is to keep the level. Sometimes it's like this: don't drop the level. And I strongly believe in our squad that we can do this, and I strongly believe then that sometimes in circumstances and playing against a big experienced team and a huge club in European competition like Real Madrid, maybe the next step is to keep the level and not to over-expect from us to doing the next step, because I truly believe that we showed in Tottenham, in Liverpool, in the knockouts against Porto and Atletico, that we are capable of consistently producing high-level football, and in all questions that are asked on the pitch, in offensive terms, in defensive terms, and in transition, offensive, defensive. The challenge is for me more to produce it again and to keep the level up, and this is more the question than adding another step to that. Not necessary.
Jacob Steinberg.
Hi Thomas. On a personal level, you started coaching at a long time ago at a fairly low level in Germany. Did you at any point when you were doing that ever think that you might be in a Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid? And does that kind of for you sum up the beauty of sport, the beauty of
no, I'm the example. Well, I'm a pretty lucky guy, pretty lucky man, and I know this, and I'm very thankful and very grateful with all the luck that I had and with all the people at my side who pushed me, who believed in me, and who gave me all the experience that I had and that made me the coach that I am today. When I started in academy football, it was every day was a gift, and every day I enjoyed every day with my under 14 in Stuttgart, and later it was an under 15, and then it became an under 19, and then was the step to only be coach of an under 19, full in charge, and don't need to work in any other job. This was already a big gift, and I could never imagine that a manager in Bundesliga has the guts and the courage to let me coach a first division team, because that was very unusual in this at this moment, without having myself played a game on the very highest level. So yeah, I'm grateful, but on the other hand, it felt always very natural. It felt always natural, and it felt always like a big competition. It felt always to me right to be in that place, not because I earned it, not because I deserve it, but it came naturally to me, and I'm very grateful for all the people who helped me. For, of course, first of all for my family, and then for everybody around me in coaching in the academies and on my way through professional football. Honestly, I have every week a lot of doubts about what we do, how we play, can we keep the momentum going. So I never had these thoughts where this should end and where it could end up, and is like I say many times, I'm very grateful for having the possibility to experience this on this high level, and to arrive tomorrow such a great club and such a great team in semi-final of Champions League again. It's the second time, and I'm far from taking it granted. I'm far from having the opinion that this belongs to me and this is whatever, and I deserve this and nobody else. No, this is. I'm a lucky man, like I said. I'm very happy to be there, and it's an obligation at the same time to give my very best and to build to be fully on tomorrow.
John Southall.
Hi Thomas. I just wondered what you made of the new Champions League format, and also on the game. How big a challenge is this for you personally to try and tactically plot a route to the final against Zinedine Zidane?
I didn't get the second question. The first one was about the format.
The new format for the Champions League, what you made of that?
I'm not sure. Maybe I start with this. I'm not sure if I like it, because I can only see more games out of it, and more games in a schedule that we have. It's very hard for me to be excited at all, and all these discussions about Super League made forget that we have now a new format of Champions League very soon. Did they ask any coach about this? I don't think so. They did not ask me. Did they ask any player about it? I don't think so. So we have so many new formats, and we have a Nations League, and we have a new, I think, World Championship for clubs coming soon. We have so many new stuff and so much more games, and we have more teams in the European Championship in summer. It's just more games. This is not more quality, it's just more games. Who should play these games? And at the same time, we have three substitutes here in Premier League in the toughest competitions. No, I'm not happy about this format, not at all. But you know, I was not involved in it. Second one.
Plotting a strategy to beat Zidane.
The strategy.
Yeah.
Be ourselves. It's the strategy. Once you arrive, the higher you climb on the level. Rely on yourself, rely on your strengths, and do the things that make you comfortable, and which are proven that they work. And we have these things as a team, and this is what we try to do on the best level. There's no other approach for a match like this. Hopefully we don't overthink it. Hopefully we don't want to overdo it. As the challenge is to be ourselves and to be the best version of ourselves for 94 minutes tomorrow in Madrid.
Radio Marca. Unmute yourself.
Ahora, me gustaría preguntarte por Eden Hazard.
I wanted to ask you about Eden Hazard. Have you spoken with some of the members of your squad about Hazard? And would you prefer to play Real Madrid without Hazard?
Well, Eden is a top quality player. I mean, he was the key player here for many years in this club and in this league, which is like I said, one of the hardest in the world, and a tough one if you decide matches so consistently like Eden did for this club here. So I have the biggest respect for him. Of course, we talk a lot because he's a big player for this club, and of course we have many people here in the staff know him very well. And it's not only that we talk about him because we play him, but we talk about the experience and how this club grew, and about the experience and the big games they had, and the clashes they had in the league and in Europe. And like I said, he was a key player in for this club. Now he plays for Real Madrid, and obviously he's fit, and he had a comeback in the last game for some minutes to be ready tomorrow. If he plays, I'm pretty sure he wants to make a point and wants to prove. Let's see. Do I prefer with him, without him? No. They can leave the spot open. I have no problem with that. And play with 10. They will not do this. So there are so many quality players. We talk about Real Madrid, and we have to face the challenge with confidence.
Okay, time for two more before we move on. James Bench.
Hi Thomas. In the Champions League and in the Premier League, there's been a real noticeable improvement in the XG that you've been conceding and the touches you've been allowing in your own box. I mean, particularly XG. I think you've only had 2 games where that figure's been over 1 in the Premier League and Champions League. What exactly did you put this down to? Because it was quite an immediate shift that has stayed pretty constant, whoever has played in the defence.
Most important, quality and commitment of the players. Quality explains itself. Commitment, am I ready to do the things which are necessary to do to help my teammate, to cover my teammate when he's going into a challenge? Do I play my role 100% reliable? This is the commitment. Can the defensive guys rely on the midfielders? Can the midfielders rely on the strikers? And this is a clear yes in all the games. This is a huge effort that we put in the games physically into defending. We do this. Then the next one is courage. We play very brave. We defend up front. Never forget, sometimes it's the best defense to have the ball. So it comes also down on ball possession, quality of ball possession. Quality of counter pressing. For good counter pressing, you need to be brave up high. The pitch. You need to position yourself very disciplined to not allow too many counterattacks. And in the end, it's about also about commitment to block shots, and to really have the mentality to not allow shots on goal. Then we have good goalkeepers in the end. And like you said, we are very happy with the numbers because we produce these numbers regularly, and the clean sheets feel well deserved. It's like attacking, it's a team effort, and it will always stay like this in football, which is the good thing. And we are ready for another one tomorrow.
Last question for Thomas, Andy Dillon.
Hello Thomas, how are you?
Good.
You're good. I just wanted to ask, I very much appreciate that yourself and your players were kind of caught in the crossfire of the Super League and all the fallouts of it. So I just wondered, do you have any kind of a message to sort of maybe neutral English fans who would normally support Chelsea, but in the wake of all this, they might put their patriotism to one side and might not be supporting Chelsea? I just wondered if you had any kind of message for them, for those people that might, want to see Chelsea fail as a result of this.
Really? Do you think that? And they want to see us fail against Real Madrid because they were not part of this, or?
That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm just asking for your expertise.
Yeah, so, come on, we all did mistakes, and if you lead a club and if you own a club, you can make decisions that not everybody understands and not everybody likes. This is part of life, but it does not change the love for the game. I can just tell everybody that I love this game so much, and like everybody in the dressing room, the boys are so happy out there on the pitch with a smile, so excited about tomorrow's game, semi-final. We need all support to make to be able to overcome this huge step and in these two games. So put your anger to the decision, put your anger to the way the decision was presented. Well understood and absolutely fine for me, but don't put it on the team and don't put it on the and never doubt the love that all people here at Cobham and I'm sure in all other clubs don't doubt the love that everybody has for this game, and you will see all the passion and tomorrow on the pitch again.
Can I just ask a question? Obviously it's a massive occasion tomorrow. As a player, because it's so intense, are you able to enjoy the occasion, or are you so in the moment that enjoyment just goes completely out of the question?
I think it's key to try to enjoy the moment. I think Champions League semifinals don't come around every day, so it's an amazing time for us. And I mean, personally, I've been looking forward to this game for weeks. So. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, it's a big moment, and there are nerves, there are a lot of preparation involved. But I think it's key to really try to enjoy it.
We'll go to James Ollie.
Hi, Christian. The manager's talked about you needing to trust your body again after all the injury problems that you've had over the last year. Do you feel that you can now? Do you feel you've kind of put all that behind you?
Yeah, I feel very confident in my body and my fitness level at the moment. I've played a string of games. I've never thought of myself as a player who is injury prone or anything. Obviously, I had a tough time the past year and a bit, but it's really just about taking care of my body and putting myself in the best position to be available for every single game, and I feel good about that right now.
Hi Christian. I just wanted to ask, did the US sort of international duty start this good run for you? Because it seems you came back from international duty and started scoring again and playing your best stuff. And was that end of season last season, the level that you think you can be at consistently as well?
Of course, consistency is everything. That's where I want to be. I think maybe it did help a little bit to get away and get some games in with the national team. I definitely always enjoy that. But coming back, I felt very confident, and I still feel that way. So right now it's about just keeping up this form and I'm trying to help my team to win these big games coming up.
Elias Laradi.
Yes, hi Christian. What did it take to get a good result against a big team like Real Madrid?
Yeah, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a big fight over 2 games. Obviously, they're very experienced in this competition, and we're going to need to go out and have a lot of confidence. I think that's going to be very important. We belong to be here. We've really accomplished a lot to get to this point, and it's just going to be about going out and believing in this team's ability and going out and getting a couple good results.
Makkelie.
Hi there, Christian. I think you can tell from the way we're talking, everyone in this country thinks of Real Madrid as being such a big team because of their European history. Is there a fear factor about Madrid everywhere you've played around the world? And do you think that Chelsea should also have that fear factor, that people should respect them as a European superpower too?
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to play against us. I don't think it's an easy game ever. I think a lot of teams will tell you that. That's obviously the status that we want to have. Of course, Madrid has their history, and it's nothing to deny. They're a great team, and it's not going to be an easy challenge tomorrow at all. But it's about going there and obviously respecting them, but also believing in what we stand for and what we can do. And it's going to be a really good matchup of 2 big teams across Europe.
Thanks, Ted.
Matt Dunn?
Hi, Christian. Spoke to the manager about this a bit earlier. Chelsea and Real Madrid both made a decision at the start of the week that put them out of favour with football. Chelsea quickly backtracked, whereas Real Madrid seemed to be sticking with being the bad guys in many people's eyes. Do you get a sense filtering through to you that quite a lot of people would quite like you to see them bloody their nose over this semi-final? And do you feel that you've got the neutral support?
That's tough to say. I don't know how everyone else is gonna feel. Obviously, we want to go out and win. Just for us, and it's obviously a massive game with everything that happened this past week. Obviously, us players and coaches didn't have much say in it, so we're just excited that we can put the focus back on this game, and that's really what we're here for.
James Savindra.
Christian, do you feel like results are all that matter at the moment for Chelsea, or are you concerned about wanting to become more entertaining to watch as well?
I think when the results are going well, not many questions can be asked. Obviously, it's great to watch entertaining football all the time and attacking and free flowing and this and that. But yeah, of course, when it gets to this end of the season, the results are what matter. And yeah, we're going to do everything we can to be on the positive end of these games coming up.
Tom Roddy.
Hi, Christian.
Hello.
Eden Hazard has a sort of a rich history at Chelsea, and your sort of style of play has been compared to his in the last couple of years you've been there. Do you sort of see the similarities, and do you sort of admire his style?
He was an incredible player at this football club, of course. So I think it's someone that I've definitely looked up to. Obviously, I want to. I'm not comparing myself to him in any way or trying to be like him. I'm my own player, and I'm doing my best for this club. And yeah, obviously, like I said, he was a massive player for this club. So obviously, it's an honor to hear comparisons like that. But yeah, I still have a ways to go.
Ruiz.
Hola, buenas tardes. Quería ¿cuál puede ser la clave del partido?
What do you think the key to tomorrow's game is going to be? Do you think Real Madrid will start with a back three or back four, and will that alter your approach to the game?
Yeah, I think the key is going to be having a really good start to the match and showing our energy right from the start and showing that we're ready for this competition. They're obviously going to be calm and experienced, but we have to be, in that same way. And obviously, as the game goes on, we see the way that they play, and we'll have to, whether it's adjustments or just sticking to our plan and our style is the most important thing. So I'm not too concerned about. How they might line up. Obviously, they have good players, so it's gonna be a tough task for us, whichever formation they might go out with.
Hi there, Christian. Just a question on another topic: the social media boycott that's happening over the weekend from the Premier League and other bodies. I just wanted to know what you thought of that initiative, what you hope it will achieve, and what you think it will achieve.
Yeah, well, I think the obvious goal is to really just make a stand and to put an end to some of the online abuse that players are receiving. It's horrible to see. So I really hope that this can in any way show that these social media platforms or whatever it may be, just to we're not messing around with this. We want this to end. Nobody deserves any hate like that online. So. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
James Robson. Please unmute yourself, James.
Hi, Christian. Obviously, Eden was a talisman for Chelsea, and it still feels like, which felt like over the past couple of years, that it's a club finding its way without him, learning to live without him, really. You've been a part of that, your arrival. Does it feel like this is a club now that doesn't have a talisman like it did before? And is that better for the club, do you think?
That's obviously like I've said before, he was an incredible player. He did a lot for this football club. Obviously, we're moving on without him. I never played with him, so I only know how it is without him. But yeah, I think we're in a good place now. I mean, you know, we're in the semifinal of a Champions League. We're got a lot left to play for this season. So I think this team definitely has a good situation at the moment. So I think that's definitely positive.
Sam Dean.
Hi Christian. We all saw what happened in the Champions League against Bayern Munich last season. Obviously you're still a very young team and you're still developing, but do you feel that 1 year on, yourself and the younger players who are involved in those games are more ready to compete at this level, the highest level in European football?
Yes, I think the guys have definitely just gained that experience, taken that experience from last season, being able to play in the Champions League for a lot of the guys for the first time, and yeah, the next season you just feel more prepared, a bit more confident, and ready to go for this year's competition. So I think that experience does help, and yeah, we're hoping that we can take it into the game tomorrow.
Okay, we've got time for 2 more questions. We'll go John Southall and then Matt Nash.
Hi Christian, obviously Thomas Tuchel has had a real impact since he came into the club. Can you just tell us what's he like around the training ground, and what's he done to bring around this run of success, and basically what are his strengths?
Yeah, well, he's a great competitor. You can tell his will to win as soon as he gets here, and right from the first game, and that's what it's been. And obviously picking up some momentum and getting some really good results earlier. You know, as soon as he was getting here, just gave him and the team a lot of confidence moving forward. So I think we're in a good position now, and I think you know, the main thing, we've been, you know, tactically very, very strong in the back, and we've been very sturdy and tough to break down, and we've been able to get good results in big moments.
And we'll end on Matt Nash.
Hi Christian.
Hello.
Hi. Can I just ask you what last week was like, trying to concentrate on football with everything else that was going on? Was it a stressful time as players?
Yeah, I think you know, we found out about it when everyone else did, so it was obviously a bit of a surprise, and it was definitely the talking point. There's no denying that. But yeah, we're happy now that we can at least focus on what's at hand for now, and that's these football games coming up, and getting results in the end of this. Obviously, we had to do our best to always stay in that mindset, even while it was all going on. But we're definitely happy that yeah, we can slowly move on from this and focus on what's at hand, first of all, tomorrow.